So today we're going to look at 3 different ways at opening and closing a door, i.e. how to animate that process. So I've begun by creating a door actor, BP door. All it consists of is a door frame with a door and a collision box. So the door obviously rotate open and closed. So we're going to look at 3 different ways at performing this animation. So the first way, we're going to use a timeline. So I'll create a custom event. This will be where we will interpolate door open, and we'll create our timeline, our door timeline. And in that timeline, we'll double click. We'll create a float track because we want to change the yaw rotation. So we'll add a key, shift click, 0 will be 0. And we'll open it over 1 second. So 1 will be 1. And we will call our track alpha. Compile that. Go back to the event graph. So this will interpolate between 0 and 1. And we'll multiply this by the angle, the fully open angle we're looking at. We'll just go for minus 90 in our case. And then we will set the relative rotation of the door based on this. Set relative rotation. Split this, and we just want to set the yaw. And this will be on the update. So when we call interpolate door open, we will say to start playing. We might also want to close the door, so that would be the reverse of this. So I'll create another custom event, and this will be interpolate door close, and that will trigger the reverse. So the door will open when we enter this box, and when we leave this box, it will close. So we'll take advantage of the events on component begin overlap and on component end overlap. We'll check to see that this is equal to our player character. If it is, we will branch. And then we will call on the overlap, begin overlap, we will call interpolate door open. To close the door is just the same, but in same again. So copy and paste. The other actor check is the player character. And if it is, we will call interpolate door close. File and save. And let's see. So we start, we come in, the door opens, we go through, and when we leave the box, the door should close. There you see the door closes. One thing that we didn't change is that we only want this to be 1 second long. That's why it was showing a delay. Go back. So we come in, it opens over 1 second. We go through, and when we leave, it closes. We enter, it opens. So that's one way using a timeline. The other way of doing it is by using a level sequence. So let's create a level sequence. We will add a level sequence. We'll call this level sequence door, open, close, open or close. And we will add our actor to our level sequence. So we will add the BP door. But what we actually want is access to the door itself. So that's the static mesh of the door. With that door, we can now animate its transform rotation. So we pick transform, go to its rotation. So default will all be 0. And over 1 second, which is 30 frames here, we will again rotate it minus 90 degrees. So this should open that way. And we only want our sequence to be 1 second long. So we can either drag this here or just click that there. And now it should just be a 1 second sequence. We can close this. Now we need to trigger this sequence when the player enters the box. So if we go back here, back to our event graph, instead of using this, so we can disconnect that, what we'll do is we'll move this up. Say this is the interpolate timeline. We'll create another custom event, and this will be the level sequence open, close, door. We'll give it a Boolean Boolean, is it open? What we need to do is we need to create a level sequence. So we say create level sequence player. Then we can choose our door, open or close, which we just created. Put that in there. And then from here, from the level sequence player, we can just say, what we can do is we can branch on the open first. So if we want to open the door, we want to play this forward. We'll simply say play. If we want to close the door, we want to play this in reverse. So we'll say play this reverse, i.e. backwards. Now instead of this, we will call level sequence open close door. And on begin overlap, we want to open the door. When we exit the box, end overlap, and we want to call level open close door. We want to close the door, so we want to close it this time. Open it there. We look at this. So if we enter the box, it opens. But you see how it snaps back? what we can do, what we need to do, is take advantage of these settings on the level sequence player. So we can make the settings there. And here where it says finish completion state override, we wanted to keep the state at the end of the animation. Now when we enter, it opens, keeps the state. We go through, and it closes. We enter, it opens, we come through, and it closes. So that's the second way using a level sequence player. Now the third way is very similar to the level sequence player, but we will take advantage of the experimental component called an actor sequence. So we will just call this the door actor sequence. As you can see here, so when it says it's an experimental class, but it's very similar in terms of how it is set up to the level sequence player, except that it's in the actual blueprint. So if we go there, and it says open in tab, now we can, just like the level sequence player, we can say add. We can add our door. We can add the transform. We want the rotation, so it's 0. We will key that. Again, it's 30 frames per second, so this is in time. So after 1 second, we will set this to -90. And again, we will either drag this back here or just make it just a 1 second sequence. We look back. Again, it opens. And if you reverse it, it closes. And that's all within the blueprint. So we can just close that. Now again, all about triggering the opening or the closing. So we'll go down here. And that's very similar again to level sequence. So we'll add we'll say actor sequence open close door. And we'll give it a Boolean to check. So we can branch on this. If it's open, we can take our door actor sequence and we can say just play sequence. If it is closed, now unfortunately when you click on this there is no reverse directly available, but we can get the level sequence player. We can get the sequence player, and we can call play reverse on this. And here, so we'll disconnect this one now. And here we will call the actor sequence open close door. And we will tell it to open. Disconnect the end overlap. And we'll call the actor sequence open close door. Leave that unchecked. to close the door. So now, try the third way. We enter, it opens the door. We exit, it closes the door. We enter, it opens the door. We exit, it closes the door. And this one is using the actor sequence player. So there we have three different ways of opening or closing a door, or of triggering animations, which can be used for almost anything. First way, we use the interpolate timeline. The second way, we used a level sequence. And the third way, we used the actor sequence. Just remember, it's experimental. It's been experimental for donkey's years, it seems, and it seems to work pretty much very similar to the level sequence player. Just be aware of that, because it can crash when you try to do certain things. So there we go. 3 ways to open and close a door in Unreal Engine.